Hey Crossroads, Pastor Lee here. I hope everybody's having a good week and looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow, either in the church or online, whatever is best for you in this time. I do want to come to you today to let you know about a change. If you noticed in the city, many things changed last week. I was in HEB and Walmart and Lowe's and Home Depot, and none of those were requiring masks anymore. So then on Sunday morning, I got a lot of questions because people were noticing the change in the city, asking if we were going to change. And originally, the different phases that our church board set up for reopening caused for us to reevaluate in phase two. So we're in phase two right now. And so the board, we had a discussion about masks and reevaluating that and other mitigating factors. And so as of tomorrow, the church board has changed, and so masks are now recommended. We do recommend masks. The staff is going to continue wearing masks as well. So we are recommending them, but masks are no longer required in order to come to church. I know this is a difficult time for some people. Many have been comfortable to come back to church because everyone was wearing masks. And other people were not comfortable because it was required that masks be worn. And now we're switching it, and I know it's very possible that some people are no longer going to be comfortable coming to church because masks are not required, but others are going to feel comfortable coming because masks are no longer required. It's kind of a crazy time that we're living in right now. But in our discussions with the church board, if we did not want to make it a requirement that people wore masks. And so I do want to encourage you though, if you're going to come tomorrow and not wear a mask, please respect the social distancing. Please keep in mind that many people still are vulnerable. There are many folks that are struggling with diabetes, many that have grandparents that they're going to go home to. And so please, we are going to continue with the social distancing. So when you come to church tomorrow, there's going to be people who will seat you in order to maintain a good amount of distance from people. Like I said, our staff is going to continue wearing masks except for when we are on stage. And then also we're going to continue with all the other efforts in children's church. The kids are still, it's going to be 6 and up only in children's church. They're going to be divided and separated to maintain social distancing. Also, our nursery, instead of only having 2 like normal, we're going to have 5 rooms so that we keep the number of children in each room down. We also have a staff person who's going to be there sanitizing the restrooms at 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, and 12:30 to make sure everything stays very clean. We'll have sanitizer there when you first come into the church, and then the sanctuary will be sanitized and cleans between services. So all that's going to continue. The only thing that has changed is masks are no longer required, but they are recommended. And so we're asking you to use your judgment, to use your wisdom. We do not want you to feel restricted to worship, but please keep in mind some people are still vulnerable. This is still an issue. The number of COVID cases has increased, even though our death rate is still very low. It is still increasing, and we don't want any of our grandparents or anybody that we love that may be vulnerable to get sick from coming to church. So please feel free to not wear a mask. We are glad that you do not have to wear a mask, but as a church, we're still recommending it. And if you come without a mask, just do your best to maintain social distancing. So I know this is a weird time and people feel all different about it. We're doing our best to love our neighbor, to encourage people to continue to gather together. We believe that's important. The Bible says it's important, but we also know it's a strange time. And so pray for the leadership, pray for me, pray for the church board as we kind of work through all of these different scenarios and situations. And please keep in mind, even if you disagree with anything we're doing, our hearts are with you. Our hearts are to create the best environment for worship. Our hearts are about loving God, loving our neighbor, and doing our best to have a passionate church about Jesus Christ. So I just want to let you know that, church, and so I encourage you to be there tomorrow. If you're still not comfortable coming tomorrow, then meet us online. We're going to be there online, and remember, when you look at me, the camera adds 10 pounds, okay? Hey, God bless you all, and I'll see you one way or the other tomorrow. If you need prayer, if you need anything, reach out to us through Facebook, call me, send me a text. Any of our pastors, any of our staff, you know how to get a hold of us. And may the Lord be with you. God bless you. Bye-bye.